So our starter base has the basic necessities. Where do we go from here? Whenever I'm stuck on a problem like this, I always try to think, why would this building exist? How would this building exist? And then a lot of my answers really come to me. This is Steve's house. He built it brick by brick to sustain himself and whatever family he may have. Since he built it with his hands, it's very likely this is a one-room house. So, space is going to be very important to him. He's going to want to have as much freed up as possible. We can start there. I was feeling pretty lost just like saving space by moving things around. Till I said this. If we do that, we probably have to change the entire color scheme. Initially, I went with stone bricks because I thought it fit the background and the glass better, but I realized I could do better than that. Maybe a bit bright, but we can figure that out. I guess we can figure out a lot of these things. Much has to be figured out here. We probably need to change the floor to a color that complements the chest. So, probably oak. And so I laid the foundations to this build. I mean, quite literally. But just like anything else in building, definitely gonna take a few revisions. Beehives? Very easy addition to these kinds of floors. Add some of this. Wait, I got another idea. Yes, this is looking nice. I like this floor a bit. I'm gonna try and avoid using trapdoors as much as possible because as one of my friends know as one of my friends know as one of my friends know very well, I really don't like trapdoors. Or excessive use of trapdoors at least. Hmm. You know what I haven't used yet? And I think has the exact same texture as stone bricks. You reckon we put some of this in? I think this is gonna look very nice. Especially contrasting with the blues. I noticed things were getting a bit tropical in here, but I mean, it looks better than it did before. And also this honeycomb, I'm gonna figure something out to do with it. Everyone here with their axiom these days, I mean, I would use it too, but I want to use the new blocks. And the new blocks don't have axiom yet, I think. Well, this is on CurseForge. Axiom only went up to 1.20, 1.10. And this is one, or not even 1 point, it's 26.2. I'm pretty sure Axiom has a quality that allows you to blend blocks together pretty effortlessly. And I think I was just getting frustrated at that, so that's why I even mentioned it in the first place. It's kind of hard to find blocks that like blend into each other. Maybe we transition to something very drastic. A very drastic color shift. When in doubt, add another random color that probably doesn't make sense to be there. So, we got a very magical looking place now, I think. Got every color of the rainbow, and now the ceiling is very lackluster. And so I added another random color that probably doesn't make sense to be there. We're getting to that point where if we add more colors, it will start to look ugly. We're already reaching the upper limit, and we got pretty lucky because it's pretty blue out there, so these blue glass kind of blends in. Right, I guess we don't really need to have this place open. Steve just decided he wanted to live on the beach and he put all his colorful seashells and coral and all that nonsense into his house. And Alex was very mad about this because this is all the house they got. That does look more like a beach shack than anything. But I'm actually really liking it so far. Maybe I should put my face in the ceiling or something. Maybe that'll liven the place up more. Alright, Steve's house, right, of course. This whole lesson is supposed to be to immerse yourself in the building that you are doing. So, let's imagine. You're Steve, right? And you live on the beach. Right, you need to make a door for him. That's the first order of business. Steve on the beach. And I love my little sandwich. Anyways, Steve house. He comes into his house. He's like, dang, what a nice day on the beach. And he closes his door. And Alex is in here like, Steve, can you make dinner tonight? And he's like, yes, yes I will. So he goes to the stove and he makes dinner with a little kitchen area, very compact, uses his furnaces and his blast furnaces. Yes, very nice. Now, however, I am very inclined to add some sort of fan in here because Steve doesn't want to cook out the whole house. how I like to do fridges is very classic. Iron door, like this. Iron block, like this. And this is where Steve stores his foodsy woodsies. Or his food, if you are normal. Maybe get rid of one of these. So I suppose the whole point is to build with everything that was in the room. So maybe we put it back. And back to the idea of Steve not cooking out his entire house. Maybe we do an item frame to simulate like a cooktop of some kind. And we can add a clock here so that Steve knows when his food is done. Very primitive type of stove he's got going on, but just enough to help him get by. Next up, we need a place to prepare the food. Of course, Steve won't just be shoving in a whole fish into the oven. When he comes through that door, he's gonna look in this fridge, open it up, grab a fish, cut it up, and then put it on the pan, I guess. If there is even a pan looking block. I'm gonna save you the trouble, there is no pan looking block. We've used so many random blocks that a normal looking block won't look very normal here. And so I think we should use terracotta. My best friend once again, and for the rest of time. Not even looking that bad. It kind of looks like, I would say marble, but that I've never seen marble countertop like that in my life. That just looks awful. I would never give anyone that kind of... Okay. You know, this is a lesson. This is a lesson in saving space. Okay? Cooktop down there. Cooktop up here. Everyone's happy. So, we should probably do that one trick with the item frame. Right. Right. That's not how you do it. Alright, that's not how you do it either. There you go. And then you do that. What? Okay. What if we put a block inside? Wait, that's kind of awesome. I kind of like that. That block is just kind of on that item frame. I might have just invented a new hack. I'm just saying, new hack alert. Now we need to get our custom modded knife. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's called a netherite sword. Don't know if you've heard of it. Pretty popular mod. You know, if Steve had a furnace, for realsies, how would he light it? He doesn't light it with his bare breath. Bare breath? He doesn't light it with his fists. He doesn't like clap them together and they make a spark. Because I don't think coal just spontaneously combusts on its own. So we probably want to have like some sort of flint and steel somewhere. And that's Steve's very important kitchen done. We're kind of like squishing everything together, yet this place feels more full. Probably because I'm adding a bunch of nonsense. Like, that's definitely the secret, but we put an actual pot in the corner, like we're storing, like, rice for the winter or something. We're storing rice for the winter, and nothing can stop me. Is there a winter? I don't know. So, we have a nice kitchen for Stevie Weevy, and this kitchen setup kind of doubles as his netherite sword holder, I guess, and his nether portal supplies, and fish. So I think that's a win. Now to the rest of the room. Once he comes in, I'll have to ask him to cook tasty, tasty fish dinner. Cooks a tasty, tasty fish dinner. Gets it from the fridge. Could use these, boring, or use this, awesome. And then he does. He has an egg on the side. With his trusty knife, he cuts it up. And then he looks out the window and sits down. But sits down where, you say? On the bed? That's very not sanitary. So, he needs to have a place to sit at his place. And that will probably be either in the middle here, because there's not enough space, or over here, because I don't know what else to do with the space. Realistically, if you're in a house like this, what would you need? You need a kitchen, obviously, yes. You need storage, yes. Right. You know what, let's work on the storage area. Because it's kind of like an awkward corner. I think what it should be is still an awkward corner. Because I like the idea that it's kind of just like shoved everything in the corner over here. Like, we don't need it right now. We can take it out later if we need. Why not? And to start with that, we should use chiseled bookshelves. We could add those two chests that we're still missing, but then we'd kind of like remove the barrel space we have down here. We can make it whimsy and just hang it from the ceiling. Why the heck not, man? I was thinking of that idea earlier, and I was kind of waiting to commit to it, or for a reason to commit to it. And a good thing about doing this kind of like mindset is that you can kind of just rationalize yourself into doing basically anything for no reason. Now there's like kind of like a weird nook going on here, and I kind of like it. I would say we need some sort of trapdoor here because protect it, protect the chest or something. I don't know whatever the heck we need it for. Or maybe we need it to hold up an item. These chains somehow support an underside here that is made of. No, it can't be trapdoors. These trapdoors make sense, so I don't hate them. Alright? Right, so this is very claustrophobic down here now, and I kind of like that vibe. And now we have something we can hold here. Could be a book, could be something completely irrelevant. Like, I don't know. You reckon? Maybe a flushing table. Nah, nah, nah. Get out of here, man. Could be some old food. Could be like a lava lamp looking thing. Heavy core. Oh, I did not mean to do that. My bad, viewer. Lava lamp. The thing about potted plants is that they kind of are wanted because, like, you could just put them outside if you don't want them. It'll be easier to take care of. Also, I kind of forgot these things exist. We got an ender chest in. Maybe a dragon egg if he's feeling extra hungry. The idea of the dragon egg like in the corner like that is so funny. Kind of neglected, not even loved. Like, why would you even take that from its mother? Oh no, 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 no. Minecraft doesn't really have a lot in the form of decorative blocks when you really think about it. That's kind of why I'm making this video in the first place, just to show you all the different possibilities that you can use very basic blocks for. We could put another egg around, like, I mean, Steve's cooking up an egg, like, you gotta have some more in storage. These things are pretty big. Ooh, we put paintings down. Alright, egg. I don't know why I'm so inclined to put an egg somewhere. I don't think these hatch on their own. They definitely do hatch on their own, and they definitely scared me a little. Just know, I got scared by an egg. Awesome. I feel like we need something more. One more thing hanging. Something that's completely unwanted, but still useful, so sorry, Fletcher Table, it's not you. And then we do beds. Obviously, we're gonna have double bed. Kind of made this out to be a couple's house. I'm not even gonna lie, I think this is probably how I'm gonna do all my beds from now on. It looks so good. It took me so long to figure out what to do with this space, but I ended up on like a writing or reading area for Alex, I guess. You didn't miss much. It was just me placing and replacing similar blocks for a similar kind of idea for like 25 minutes straight, and I did not want to edit that down, bro. It was not interesting at all. And the roof? Maybe we should address that. I completely forgot about it, honestly. My house is now very wonderfully colored, which was not even close to my intention. Not even close to my intention by the start. I did not expect it to change every single color of this build. But man, was it so much fun, and wow, that really ties everything together. I love this gradient we have going on. From the bright oranges, the yellows, to the purples, to the dark purples, everything kind of fits together in its own beautiful, beautiful little way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We built a little, what I thought was going to be 8 by 8 turned out to be 7 by 7 house. Starter base, you could say if it is or isn't, but man, is it a base I would like to live in. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.